Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great. And welcome to this new video on Rndr. We're covering it again. I know that there's a strong Rndr community, especially since all of its bullish momentum in this year earlier, but also around this channel. I mean, I've covered Rndr for a very long time. I'm not even sure when the first time is that I covered it. I think years ago, or at least a year and a half or something. I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to make a new update on that because right now it's been very bullish. Like the bullish momentum started right here. And then I personally think it really got bullish because of Bitcoin's bullish momentum. But also, there's also something going on with Rndr, which I will touch upon later as well, which I think you need to know. But it became very bullish when it broke above this level right here at 1.55, and then very, very bullish when it broke above this level right here at 1.63, which was the main resistance around the 20th of September. Was also the level where I considered shorting, did not do it. But yeah, so where does this bullish momentum come from Rndr? It basically started like at the beginning of September. It has been bullish since then. Now Rndr has been bullish like this before, as you can see right here, in January, but also in April, and then again in May. But this feels different. And we're nearing some major resistance levels as well. Like, for example, right now we're at that orange line at the 0.5 fib. I know it's a bit chaotic, this chart, but trust me, I can still see it, kind of. So yeah, that's the big thing is where is this coming from? And I think, and I don't like to use this word too much, but I do think Rndr is manipulated right now. Because ever since the start of September, and I have been following it since the start of September, what I've observed is that most of the volume that Rndr is getting right now is coming from Top Credit, is coming from CoinTiger, is coming from Turkish sources, which usually if a lot of that volume comes from those sources, there's some sort of manipulation. Now, I always say that doesn't mean it's bullish or bearish. I just say that you should know that, and then moves like these, quite unpredictable moves, you can then predict, and you know that they're coming, or at least you know that they're possible. So currently, when looking at Rndr, and I'm going to grab some other numbers which I think are interesting to kind of see how much momentum there is with Rndr. You'll see that the open interest and the volume are pretty high. Like they're not as high as the 26th. So that's actually quite funny. Like that, then the rally started, but they're very high. They're a bit lower right now, but it does look to be momentum in the price of Rndr, even though there are some signs of it cracking down a bit. Like, for example, the volume is dropping now and the open interest spiked and dropped back down. So those are kind of signs that it's not a sustained uptrend in momentum. But the main answers for me lay with the technicals, all right? Because Rndr just found resistance at this level, let's say around 1.75, which is supported by that 0.5 fib, also by the 1.618 of this move down, which is usually very strong. So in my eyes, it really depends only on 1.75 cents, which Rndr has been trying to break above for the last 6 hours or so. So the big question is will Rndr first break above that level? Because I do think that if it breaks above 1.75, that it will get up to the 0.618 fib around 1.85. So it will either break above that level, which at this point of time actually does look like the most likely scenario. Just wanted to tell you that. Or it will drop back down towards its main support around 1.67 and 1.65 and break down below that. In which case that's bearish confirmation, and it will probably drop it down all the way to 1.55 again. Which the only way I see this happening at this point of time is if Bitcoin breaks below 27,500, which it hasn't done so far. If it does, for any reason, there's economic numbers coming out later today, for example, then Rndr will probably follow that bearish momentum as well. If that doesn't happen, if Bitcoin doesn't get that bearish breakout, this is the most likely scenario still. So that's my full thoughts on Rndr for now. If you do have any questions, then of course let me know. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.